Lawyers, what was your oh shit moment in court? I was the defendant in a personal injury case, representing a nonprofit I volunteered for. We weren't some big organization with deep pockets. We were barely scraping by with our programs and trying to do good in the community. The lawsuit came from this woman in her 60s who claimed she fell in our parking lot, said she broke her leg, ended up on Coumadin, and couldn't enjoy salads at the Friday night fish fry anymore. That last part was actually in the complaint. Her story was that she stepped out of her jacked-up pickup truck, foot landed in a pothole in our lot, and she went down hard. To be fair, the parking lot was in bad shape. Years of freeze-thaw cycles and not enough maintenance had left it looking like a lunar landscape. But still, the story never quite added up. My lawyer, pro bono guy, sharp as hell, was calm through the whole thing. He let the plaintiff talk, let her describe the fall, her injuries, her medication, her newfound saladless Fridays. Then came the photo. It was a full-color shot of the pothole, taken the day of the incident. Deep and jagged and filled to the brim with rainwater, clear as day. He held it up and asked her plainly, "Did your foot get wet?" She hesitated. "I don't recall." He nodded like he expected that, talked a little about how the water might have indicated the fall didn't happen where she said it did. Then he circled back. "So you don't recall getting your foot wet?" She blinked. "Actually, yes. Yes, it was wet." I saw my lawyer's eyebrows lift just slightly. He didn't say anything right away, just turned, walked back to the table, and flipped open her deposition transcript like he already knew exactly where to look. Then he read it out loud. Her deposition, from 6 months earlier, where she had very clearly, very specifically insisted, under oath, that her foot had not been wet. She'd repeated it twice. That was the moment, right there. You could feel it in the room. Everything shifted. Even the judge's expression changed. My lawyer asked for a dismissal based on the inconsistency. Perjury might have been too strong a word for the court, but it was enough. Judge didn't need to hear another word. Motion granted, case dismissed. I sat there, stunned. 1 minute we were walking the line between settlement and drawn-out court hell, and the next, it was over. Just like that. We walked out of that courtroom and back into the hallway. My lawyer patted me on the back and said, "Sometimes people lie, but they usually forget what they said last time." I went back to work that afternoon. Nobody at the nonprofit even knew how close we came to getting buried under a lawsuit we couldn't afford to fight, let alone lose. That photo, that puddle, and one bad memory slip from the plaintiff saved us. To this day, whenever it rains and the lot puddles up, I look down and think about that photo and salads.